Welcome to this week's love reading from the 4th of February to the 11th of February, just in time for Valentine's Day. This will probably cross over into Valentine's Day. We've got some cards falling out. There is a lot going on energetically. Um, I would say that right now there is a lot being, revealed, a lot you're finding out, a lot being told to you. You are finding stuff. What I hear to tell you is that it looks more serious than it is, and it won't come to fruition no matter how afraid you are of it. That's what I hear with relationships that should not be in your life. Now, there's been a lot of separations with soulmates, twin flames, things like that. And those are starting to heal and come back together. And there's a lot of running, chasing energy going on. Past, present, near future, distant future. So understand that this twin flame energy is still up and down. It's not as intense. January was very intense. It had a lot of intense changes in energy going on in it. And as the month ended, things started coming together a little bit better. Okay. Right? Right. So I've got all of my angel tarot cards out. I seen another lady shuffling these bigger cards like this, and I was so impressed. I thought, oh, that's the perfect way to shuffle these big old cards. Thankfully, someone found a way to do it, because the only way I was doing it was a couple of cards came up. Only way I was doing it was like this, and it works. But I tell you, oh, another card came out while I did that, so. This is much easier, isn't it, for these oracle cards? So if you see this, get going on it, darling. Right, almost done here. A lot of change in energies, though, like I was saying, that January is very intense. For endings, new beginnings. And it was as if at the beginning of the month, there was a lot of endings, and at the end of the month, this one wants to stay out. A lot of new beginnings. That's a clarification card. I'll just set that to the side. Here's my cat. She's going to make a lot of noise, just to let you know she's here. I had a lot more oracle cards than tarot cards that I really felt I wanted to read on today. So these are the oracle tarot cards. These are the angel cards. So I'll lay down the clarification of the tarots. I sure would have brought out more oracle cards. Tarot cards, I mean. My best friend pointed out to me that every time I do a reading, I always say I'm only going to do 3 cards, and I end up doing a whole bunch of them. So I decided, hi best friend, not to do that this time, because she's right. And I giggled pretty good to myself about that. Thank you for always watching and supporting me. Everyone that does watch and support me, I really appreciate you. Oops, all these cards. Oops. Oh, that's good. All right. So your loved one is in a karmic lesson that is bounding them in a way that they should not be being bound. Okay. By the Okay, we've got the Justice card and we've got the Devil upside down. So the truth of what's going on is coming out, and it's a karmic lesson. Looks like for the Divine Masculine, bounding them in an old situation that they are going to come out of within a week or two. It's not going to be long at all that karmic lessons are going to be learned and heard and turned around. Almost done. Much easier, isn't it? I love these cards. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more oracle cards in this reading. Sorry about that, not talking for a second there. There's going to be a few more oracle cards in this reading than usual. And I am just seeing, okay, karmic cycles ended. A lot of karmic cycles ended at the beginning of this year. A lot of the karma that you shared and had. There is someone caught in the bondage of a cycle. And it's not with you. It's not with the beloved. There's a lot of separations right now. And couples are starting to come back together, but it looks like other couples are not, because there is karma to be being dealt with and coming out. There's a card that fell out. Ooh. Right, sorry. I had these all messed up. All right. There's a happy surprise coming though, and justice is already balancing itself. So as bad as the situation looks, like I said when it first started, it's not as bad as it seems. All right. There is going to be very soon, in this week, because this is 1 to 2 weeks. And this, by the way, reading is for all signs. And if you're coming, whenever you're coming across it, though, there's a date stamped on it. It is for you. It is when you needed to hear it. So you're okay listening to the whole thing. This is a love reading for all those in. Right now, it looks like for those that are having separations and what's going to happen to bring you guys back together. There's been a lot of busybodies. There's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of chatter. And it looks like the reason for that relationship that your beloved that you came into a separation with went back to that relationship was because they needed to work out codependency issues. They may have said that you were the one that was codependent, but it looks like there was codependency issues on the masculine side in some ways. So you need to pay careful, special, close attention to who you are befriending right now or who you're hanging out with again. If they really messed you over in the past, a friend really messed you over in the past, Divine Masculines, you need to be very careful because these are not authentic bonds right now. You have to understand there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. So, almost done here. Oops. These cards are a little harder to shuffle because they're the beautiful heart-shaped cards. Oh, there's one that was left behind. There's one that fell out. So When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. We've got the twin flame card sitting right here. Really feel the need to stick that here. Okay. So this is soulmate with the breakdown of the relationship in the past. It was because of or for a soulmate, or they manifested. The soulmate tried to manifest you away. I feel that twin flame card really popped out. So yeah, this is if you are asking if this is your twin flame, the person that you've been in love with or recently broke up with or had a relationship with, if they return to a karmic cycle, they are coming back to you. And yes, this is your twin flame. And you need to free yourself from that karmic cycle and that karmic person that you return to as possibly a friend. Be very careful because they screwed you over in the past. Look, this card fell out all by itself. And they will do it again. And that's what I hear. Last cards. I cut these. And then the last cards here. We've got lots of cards. We've got tarot cards, oracle cards, all kinds of cards, cards on cards, and we've got it. So there's going to be decisions made. It looks like, okay, I don't retain readings normally, but what I'm hearing is that I need to say this. There was a breakdown for twin flames, higher soulmate connections, and things started coming back together at the end of the month. Karmics came back in to resolve karma during the time that the twin flame separated the higher soulmate connections, the loves. There was a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of busybodying, and a lot of trouble started that shouldn't have been. Twin flames, most of them started talking again at the end of the month, and they came back into communication, but there needed to be friendship developed, new trust on both sides developed, airing out and talking about things, you know. So there's been a lot of communication, and I don't see them exiting your life again. You just need to be aware that, yeah, easy does it. You just need to be aware you need to be patient and calm, no matter how triggered you are, because you're going to be very, very triggered by something coming up with this devil card in reverse. Very triggered. Oh, goodness, very triggered. And then again, we have more oracle cards today than we do tarot cards. We've got 3 decks of tarot cards. These are angel oracle tarot cards, but tarots nonetheless. I like to let the cards come out themselves, really. And I love these cards. These are the Goddess Therapy oracle cards. Anyway, a lot of patience. Easy does it. Take your time. Right? And get to know yourself, because you can't get to know like anyone else until you get to know yourself, because you'll be lost in most of the rabble. Right, let's get to this. So then we have a little bit already. All right, we've got 2 fire upside down. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. This was upside down. So this was talking about things that did fall apart, new partnerships or contracts. This was people coming back into your life that were only of a karmic nature or karmic soulmates. We've got soulmates down here, but it was of a karmic set connection. 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance, work multiple jobs and projects at once, and making work fun. So instead of dying like you did before, you had to pick yourself up. 9 of Wands, there was a lot of defensiveness, a lot of fight, a lot of pain, and there was a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of crying, a lot of hurt. There is regret coming in now from the ones that broke up with, because at first it was a lot of pain on the side of the broke uppy, And now it is going to be a lot of regret on the side of the breakup-er. Believe in yourself. Now, this is just past though. Believe in yourself. See yourself well, doing well, and you will. If you're listening to this, this is for you. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept for support from others. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe it and they will manifest physically. Sedina. Infinite supply. You are supplied now and for all of your tomorrows. So this is saying you are building a foundation back with your beloved or your one. And this is recent, the last week. It looked rocky, it looked bad, but it's actually you building the foundation back together. And you're doing this as, and I know there's not been a lot of communication and a lot of information, and it looks bleak, but it's actually you building back the relationship that you had. Like I said, the breakup-er is actually starting to regret breaking up with the breakup-ee, because the breakup-ee, it'll be about a month for most, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, and the breakup-ee is starting to heal and move up. And the breakup-er is going, oh man, what did I do? And starting to regret what they've done. We've got the Ace of Fire. That doesn't seem like a start upside down. And it doesn't seem like things were going well. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change in your life. That was upside down. So there was a stop, start energy. And we've got the Justice. So this is all happening. This start, stop. This energy, like it is, has been upside down, because things do need to restart, and there has been a restart, but it needs to go in a different direction than it did before. Justice, Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So don't give up. This is a good start and stop, and we've got the Devil upside down. That influence that you think is so harsh and so strong in your life and in your love life is going to immediately go away. This is not something that's going to stick around whatsoever. This karmic cycle is ending. For you, for the people that came back in, they will not be around long. I know it looks really promising and things look really great, but they're not. You are going to have a happy surprise. Something good is about to happen. Now, don't wish for bad. Free yourself, like to other people. It's just that they're not going to be welcomed in this dynamic anymore. They're just really not going to be welcomed at all. And they're going to be leaving completely around August, completely, to never return. Though they won't have the power and the energy that they had like before, they will kind of hang around, but it's as if they just disappear. The karmics disappear altogether around August. We've got Unach. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything occurs in perfect timing. So like I said, happy surprise. Free yourself from needing to have something here, needing for something to move here, because it's already moving even if it doesn't look like it. And there's a lot going on that you don't see that's actually lining up in your favor for you, twin flames. That's for the twin flame specifically. And that's the twin flame card in, oh, hold on, Lover's Oracle cards. Heart-shaped fortune-telling cards. I was really lucky to find these. It was my birthday, and I was with my twin flame when I found these. And that was a few years ago. Right. We've got 10 of Fire and then 10 of Ariel. Told you, things are actually looking really good. And this fight energy, there's a couple of, bumps, but it's going to be in the future, throughout this week to the next 2 weeks. It's actually going to improve things. I know it doesn't look like it will, but it's going to improve things. Like there's a lot of blessings in disguise is how I hear it. 10 of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So this card with Ariel, 10 of Ariel, there is so much going on to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So while all of this chaos is going on, as you balance it, you've actually got a lot of good stuff coming in. You've actually got a lot of completions of the karmic cycles. So these karmic cycles are ending as really lush, wonderful advancements are coming into your life. And all of those karmic cycles, like I said, are ending. This was within the next few days that you're going to see things kind of crumble that look like they were so very promising for someone else. Okay? Like there's, perhaps it's your twin flame. And I heard a lady talking about her twin flame moving on to someone else today. And she was worried about if he was ever going to come back. And the thing is, that really springs to mind that lady I was talking to. He is not going to be in that situation as long as she thinks at all. He's leaving it. And that's exactly what's going on. They're leaving these situations and coming back to you, deciding to be with you. Decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, living in the now. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate actions without delay. Okay? And power. You instinctively know what is right for you and have the power to say no and walk away at any time. So as they're coming back in, you instinctively know what you will and will not put up with. Like you're going to be basically like, hey, I've seen everything that happened. I've seen everything that was going on. And we need to talk seriously about this. There's no room for lies and denies anymore. That cycle of hurt, all of the cycle of hurt is ending and bringing quickly more beautiful things into your life. And you have the power within you to stand strong, okay? Against anything. You don't have to put up with anything that affects your peace. And this is for everyone. This is for all signs and all people. But there is a need to speak truthfully to each other about everything. There is a need to be open and truthful because people find out the truth no matter how much you lie. You know, the truth will come out. And I just feel like this 10 of fire bringing all of this discomfort and pain, and then the 10 of Ariel means that you let down the guard and let the truth in. There's really good things coming again. This foundation is being set again. There was a reset for you. So balance, Archangel Zedekiel. A need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for the perfect timing. All right. So then we've got the Knight of Michael. Strong, committed, intelligent, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. So logically, things are going to change, and there's going to be a lot of truth coming in. Like I said, everybody's going to be truthful, and this fighting energy that you have been living in is finally dissipating. And as those karmics stop causing so much trouble and drama in your life very soon. What you're asking for will happen soon and in a happy way. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So there has been a return to addictions and codependent relationships. Vast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Vast is one of my personal goddesses. So as this says codependency, and very soon the codependency on those relationships and the drugs and things like that have come back in, they're going to quickly go back out again. This is all quick moving energy. Twin flames are ruling the roost here. I'm going to read it one more time. Your independence is the foundation of your strength and success. So coming out of those codependent relationships are the foundation of your strength and success. So if you're someone that believes that you have to have like a family in your life, like I'm not talking about a girlfriend and all of that. I'm talking about you just have to you have someone there and say, oh, this is family. This is, then that is your cue that this could be a codependent relationship. If you just can't live without someone in your life, if you just got to have someone there, have someone to say, oh, we're family, you know, stuff like that. Or you're just my friend. You've got to be here. You got to be here. That's a codependent relationship when you feel like you have to have someone there. And in romantic relationships, I mean, there is a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Okay. And that is your twin flame, guys. Especially, listen, with the runner, This is the runner actually loves you very, very, very much. But they're involving themselves in these codependent relationships and situations and addictions because they're trying to get away from what they feel for you because it terrifies them. Okay? It terrifies them to no end that you have a power over them that nobody else does. And they don't want you to have that and they try to pull away. And codependent relationships, romantic partnerships, are when there's abuse involved. Codependent friendships are when you would do more for the friend than you would for your lover. If your lover is telling you, look, I've got a problem with the way you act for me versus them, that means that there could be codependency issues. If you want to know about what codependency is, look it up. But codependency is a big feature that is being eliminated from the lives of everyone listening to this. I think that in relationships, it can be detrimental. And if you are codependent with other people outside of your romance, you can understand why people that you're in a romantic partnership with might have a problem. It also, your codependency with relationships outside of your romantic relationship destroy and ruin your relationship because of the amount of importance and power you place on that versus the romance. Okay. King of Fire. This was upside down. Motivational, idealistic. Was it upside down? Motivational, idealistic. It wasn't. Ambitious, character, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Commitment, communicate with a vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So someone creative is giving you advice, but it's not necessarily the greatest advice you can get because this is for Michael upside down. Insight that comes from quiet meditation, the need to be for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So this advice is not necessarily good because this is bringing endings that shouldn't, like the advice of not being codependent on drugs or things like that is good. But if you're getting advice, this looks like a fire sign, advice from a fire sign, that's Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and they have a hidden agenda, then you need to make sure that that advice is not just for their benefit. Okay? 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve, you see? Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So this advice that was given to you is not necessarily the good advice from a fire sign. And I'm not saying this is all fire signs, but this is an indicator of what it can be. You need to withdraw from their drama because they are purposefully trying to cause trouble for you. And 4 of Chalices. You will take your energy away from the drama makers. And you will go back toward your romantic partnership and away from the people that have caused drama or long-term exes. I don't mean recent exes, I mean long-term exes. Like before the last relationship you have had. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. And that's what I'm saying. This person up here giving bad advice for their own benefit, they're afraid of losing you because they don't have anything else to fill the hole. And they're using you to fill up the hole. Okay? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Bridget. Big goddess deity of mine too. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. This is you, Divine Feminine. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess equally so. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So understand that if you are looking at someone else and blaming them and saying that they're doing evil, bad, awful, then it could be you that's the one that's actually doing it. Anyway, so hold up your mirror, stay safe, stay loved, and I'll see you next week. Bye.